when we provide this positive consequence, it's important to be specific. A lot of parents think they're doing a good job of reinforcement, as we call it, when they say, "Oh, good job, Billy," or "way to go," and so on. Well, the truth is that not really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's better than nothing, sure, but remember, what is our goal for reinforcement? I mean, why did you go out and praise your children out in the front yard? Why? What are you hoping to do?
For them to continue acting the same way.
Exactly. So if they don't know why it is they're getting reinforced, how are they supposed to repeat it?
Mm-hmm.
So when you say "good job" or "I'm proud of you," or whatever and so on, you're not quite doing the full job.
Yes.
But notice in when I was speaking to you about what you did, and I said, you would say things like, "I like the way you took turns and you shared, and you kept your voices low and you spoke in a quiet voice, etc., etc." Now they know, you see, that what they can do, what they can repeat to get the same kind of reinforcement. Another mistake that parents make with reinforcement, in addition to not being specific enough, is many times they make it too delayed. They'll say things like, "Well, if you do a good job here, on Saturday we'll go to the park." Well, for a child to sustain their behavior today on Thursday, let's say, for the promise of going to the park on Saturday, that's like telling a lot of people, if you work hard, you're going to be successful. Well,
too far.
Right. Well, here's my favorite example. If an overweight person tonight sat down for dinner and had a chicken breast, a baked chicken breast and some broccoli with some unsweetened iced tea for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they finished, walked into the bathroom, stepped on the bathroom scale, and see it click down 3 pounds. How easy would it be for that person to continue to eat that way?
Mm-hmm.
Be pretty darn easy, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because you can see the result.
Exactly. The immediate reinforcement is so powerful that if we could only lose weight so fast, we would do it in a second.
Mm-hmm.
The problem, of course, is that it takes a lot of that kind of eating before we lose 3 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if delayed reinforcement stymies adults, what's it going to do to children?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the reinforcement needs to be specific and immediate.
That's good.
Just like you did with your.
And I know that you love to say that parents need to give time and attention. So in a daily activity, what is, for example, from the morning to the afternoon, what can be, okay, I'm giving my time and I'm giving my attention to my children?
Well, of course, obviously, we're busy. We need to, make our dinners, and we've got to wash the dishes, and we can't spend the entire day entertaining our kids. Of course not. Now, but what we can do sometimes is we can have them participate. If you ask a child to help with the baking and make the cookies or whatever, they'll enjoy that, and so on. Or if you can say, all right, if you do this, I call it setting a contingency. If you play nicely with your brother while I clean the kitchen, when I'm done, I'll sit down and read a story to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if A, then B. Now, yes, it may not have been in your plans per se, But to take 15 minutes and read a story is a good investment. Because if we look back and see how much time parents spend in the course of a day yelling, screaming, cajoling, threatening, etc., if we could turn that around to read a couple of stories, take a walk around the block, which would probably be good for you anyhow, ride a bike with them and so on to the school and back or something like that. Those little things, which only take 15, 20 minutes, are positive, and you don't have the battles that you typically do.
Yes, definitely. And we notice that, and also by modeling that type of behavior on giving time and attention, the child, it's going to easy up the day.
It's much easier to give time when as the form of reinforcement than it is to provide the time when we're yelling and scolding and so on. I mean, our blood pressure's up, we're angry and so forth. I mean, it's exhausting. So yes, it does take some time, but on balance, many parents find it's actually less time to spend time reinforcing our children than the time we spend over the course of the day nagging, yelling, and so on. For some moms, by the time the child leaves the house or gets on the bus to go to school, the mother feels like her day is done, she's exhausted, and she needs to go back to bed. Because from the moment the kid got up, okay, clean your room, make your bed, brush your teeth, get dressed. Come on, we gotta have breakfast. Gotta get your books, and so on. And of course, the kids assume, because what else would they know? This is the way it's supposed to be. I don't get out of bed till mom gets me out of bed.
Yes.
I don't clean the room until mom makes me. Etc. So truth is, in many cases, it's not the kids' problem; it's the parents.
Yeah.
And by the way, I don't know how much time we have left, but by the way, what we're referring to here, because this program is on healthy relationships. Yes. A lot of what I'm talking about here not only applies between parents and children, it also applies between moms and dads. Think about it. I'm suggesting that parents look for the good behavior in their children and reinforce that. In how many relationships, adult relationships, are we talking about the good things that our partner is doing? What do we focus on?
Yes.
We focus on the good?
Well, we did that.
Not so much. Yeah. And wouldn't it be nice if we let our partner know what we like as opposed to what we don't?
Yes.